everyone. Welcome back. So pretty exciting stuff. I am on my new laptop. No, I talked about it. Yeah. Anyways, I'm on my new laptop. It was pretty easy to kind of get this set up. Everything seems to be similar. Um, something that something that I just can't get quite right though is this background music is too loud for me. I'm assuming it's not too loud for you guys, but for me it's just like okay. Okay, that's okay, so I just changed it and it seems to be good for me. So if I can get somebody to let me know what the background music sounds like for you, if it's like too high, if it's too low, if you can barely hear it. But that'll be something I have to kind of mess around with and play with to get that right. But everything else seems to be just plug and play. Everything's running much smoother, which I expected it to. Um, I am. I didn't change some settings, so yeah, I'm getting that the stream is unstable at this point. But that's because I didn't change some settings that I know where to change those, and it won't let me change those while I'm active in a stream. So I'd have to be out of a stream before doing that, and I'm not gonna do that. So yeah. Yeah. So I'll fix that after this stream, which I don't know if this stream will be too long. I'm extremely tired. I was out of town for the past couple of days. I didn't do anything crazy, but just hanging out, not sleeping in my own bed, right? Just not getting great sleep. So I'm very, very tired. And then tomorrow we have a breakfast party. Yes, you heard that right. We are party animals. We're gonna party faux breakfast. Um, yeah, it's a Spanish themed slash inspired, just brunch, breakfast slash brunch, I guess. Um, we're doing it for the Commanders Dolphins game tomorrow. Neither one of those are my teams, obviously, but um, we have done something similar for a Chiefs game a couple years ago, or at least a friend's family put it on, and it was super fantastic. It was super fun. So, um, my wife's family comes from Spain, so I thought this would be a pretty cool way to a have that party and b it made sense with the Spanish stuff. But anywho, let's see what else. So, got a bunch of shit today. I'm not gonna open a bunch of shit, but I got a massive amount of stuff. What the hell did I get? So today I was driving back home and there was a shop along the way that I had called. I was calling around a couple of shops, on my trek home, or my path home. I was calling a couple shops yesterday before I left just to see what they had. And this one particular shop did have Riftbound, and they weren't freaking, you know, raking you over hot coals for them. Yesterday, when I was calling some of those shops, I may have mentioned this in my stream, but I called some of the shops, and for Riftbound, a booster box of Ripbound. They had them, which I was surprised, and they told me they were selling them for $270. I'm like, are you kidding me? I literally laughed at them when I saw that. I was, or when they said that, I was like, y'all are crazy. That is absolutely, that's absolutely highway robbery. I know that that's what they're selling for now, like on TCG Player. Tight, tight. Well, you kind of ruined the surprise, man. Yeah, we're gonna be opening one of those. Um, I I I saw that this was coming out. I literally just saw that this was coming out like earlier this week, um, and I really it's more about this collectible thing to me at least. It's more about this the op fruit or whatever. Um, but I was like, I really didn't have any like like a high desire for it. I wasn't gonna go chasing it, but a lot of the places that I went to yesterday and today, they had them. So I was like, fuck it, shit. It's there. I'm here. Might as well. So I have four of them. Um, this one I'm opening. I'm probably gonna. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna keep like you're saying. I'm gonna keep at least one sealed. Might get a couple more or open a couple more. I don't know. I'll have to figure that out. But this one, the reason I'm opening this one is because it's kind of cracked already. You can see in there. It came that way. So I'm like, whatever. I'm just gonna open this one. Um, that would be sick, dude. To paint it, yeah, that would be actually be crazy. Yeah, I think that would look super good. But yeah, I'll have at least one out of the box. Again, this one was cracked open already, so we'll be opening that. I also have a pack of this One Piece, the collector's One Piece Magic the Gathering, this new Avatar set, and I think this is the pre-release week. So I went to that shop that I was talking about, and they just had a bunch of boxes of like the Magic the Gathering, the Avatar set, and I knew the set was coming out, but again, I wasn't like super interested or super gung ho on getting any of it, but I was at the shop and they limited you up to 3 packs of Riftbound at this shop that I went to, but they were $5, right? As opposed to the other shops that I had called, their booster packs they were selling for like $12 a piece. So that shit was pissing me off. But so I went here and they just had a bunch of this Magic the Gathering stuff, and I was like, okay, let me just get some of that. So I got some of that. I ended up getting a booster box, and I believe this is the pre-release week. So I'm assuming it's similar to like One Piece, what we've seen before, where if One Piece is released on like the 7th, for example, then the week before, they'll start like this week, this previous set released. Not technically, but you could do like pre-orders. You can buy boxes and stuff like that, and buy cards like the week before the actual official release date. So I'm thinking that's the phase that we're in. But anyways, I got a pack. I got one of the collector boosters. So again, these bitches are expensive as hell for one pack. $50, $50 for one pack. And the people were saying that this set is much better for whatever reason than the Spider-Man set, because the Spider-Man set wasn't really, you know, exciting for people or something like that. I don't know, but this is just kind of what they were saying. Maybe they were just trying to sell me on stuff, which they did. But anyways, they were saying that this set was better and people were looking more forward to these. So I got a couple packs of these. I got a couple of packs of these. I got a booster box and I got some other stuff. Again, not opening them today because I'm very sleepy and I'm not going to be streaming for super long. But and then we have 5 packs of OP-13. OP-30. So the first thing I want to open is this Avatar pack because I'm excited to open this one. Um, let's see. Luffy looking bald. Oh, that's pretty cool. I did get some of the Pokemon cards. Again, it was at Target. And it's same thing, like same thing that you're saying. It's like, okay, I'm here. You got some Pokemon cards. I'll take them. Whatever. Like I'm not. I may open some of those. I may not. I don't know. I may have my daughter help me with those because she will kick my butt if I open some Pokemon cards without her. Okay, so let's jump into this stream. First stream on the new laptop. So I'm actually super pumped about that. This thing is like not super nice, but it's still fairly nice. I didn't pay thousands of dollars, but I paid hundreds. Oh, sweet! I have seen that Meowth. That's one of the chase cards I think in their set. I know obviously the Charizard, and then they have like the gold Charizard too. The regular Charizard, the gold Charizard. But I did see the Meowth was like one of the more sought after cards. So congratulations, man. That's super cool. Let's switch this thing over. Okay, cool. Let's straighten it up. What are the so the ETBs? I know what the ETBs are. Elite trainer boxes, because I have a couple of those from the Gardevoir, whatever her name is, and then the other one, the Lucario. And the UPCs, what the hell is in the UPC? Like the UPC is that big ass thing, right? Like I've seen a couple of people like opening, are talking about those things and detailing their trip to Target or wherever they went. But they were talking about the UPCs, and I have no idea what those things are. Let's get into this. Let's get into this last Airbender. I'm very nervous about opening this. I don't want to bend my new shit. Okay, now I can't remember. I think they do like tokens on the back. I think this is like a token, maybe. So this would be okay. I don't know. I'm lost. Maybe they're doing it a little bit different. Maybe because I remember the last time the last card was a token too. So maybe they're just doing it a little different. But okay, yeah. So they're putting this at the front. 2 sacrifices token, draw a card. Okay. And these are, I don't know if they're all hollowed out. Realm of Ko. So this one's rare. I'm trying to make sure that I'm opening this correctly because if I remember correctly from the Spider-Man collector packs, like they still started out with the commons, the uncommons, they were just foiled, but this one is a rare. So we jumped from the token, which again was at the very back in the other packs, in the Spider-Man packs, and then this one is a, let's see, extended art. Yeah, this one looks like an extended art. Yeah, I'm trying to remember. Oh, this is just a land. Okay, and it is a rare too, but that still looks pretty dope. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Scout's Warning. Okay, so this one, so the M means mythic. So I might be opening the pack backwards. Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe they just have it. Maybe they just have it differently because the M means mythic, if I'm remembering correctly. Because I had to do a little bit of research because I had no idea what the hell any of this stuff meant. But let's see. Scout's Warning. This is a mythic, and that's the highest rarity in Magic. The next creature card you play this turn can be played as though it had flash. Draw a card. Now, that actually seems like a pretty good card. Again, I don't know too much about the game, but that feels pretty strong. Okay, let's see. Oh, we got another extended art, and this thing looks freaking crazy, dude. Yeah, Fang, Roku's companion. Ah, the Lucario one. Okay. My Cabbage is in there. I don't know if that's a reference to Avatar. I didn't watch a lot of Avatar. Like I watched barely any of it. So I know like Aang and Korra. I know some of their names, but that's probably it. Zoku, I think he's the bad guy. Well, I mean, I think he turned into a good guy, right? Um, okay, yeah, this is a rare. This is another rare. Storm of Memories. This is look at this art actually looks crazy good. Like he's riding his little guy. I don't know. Again, I don't know what the hell that is, but okay, we got some cool little cards in here so far. No, this art looks crazy. This looks so good. I really like this art. And this is like the extended art too, right? Because again, was doing a little bit of research on these things before, but yeah, this one, so it's not technically like borderless because it still has the border down here around it and at the top, but the art extends past the border on these sides. So this is like the extended art version of it. So yeah, so we check this one out. This one has the border. Okay, Boiling Rock Rioter. Yeah, that one looks all right. That's a rare too. L. Oh, so that's a land. That looks really good. Okay. So these might have been put in here maybe backwards. Whoa, what is that? You guys see that? That is cool. I haven't seen that on any of the other ones. Oh, okay. I'm lying. There it was on this one here. This one has like a fire symbol engraved in it here. So I don't know. This might have been backwards or something, right? Because now this is an uncommon. So I don't know. Whatever. Okay, so this is an Earth Kingdom stamp. Well, that's still pretty dope. I like how they have it like put in there like that. Okay, yeah, this is another fire one. So this is a common. Zuko's offense deals 2 damage to any target. I like that. I like that little fight scene there. Yeah, I think my this might be a little laggy because I think this is set up not super great, but I'm gonna try and get it set up to be a little bit better. Acrobatic leap. Oh, I like this art. Looks like this is just like a scene from like the cartoon or whatever. Hermetic herbalist. She got a stick in her head. Like one of them arrows. Solstice Revelations. Okay. Team Avatar. I like this. Oh, that looks really good. I like how whatever this is getting built up around his hand. Yeah, that looks pretty dope. Otter Penguin. Yeah, these were put in here backwards because it goes from common all the way up to Path to Redemption. Yeah, it goes from common all the way up to the mythic or whatever. Okay, I don't know why they did that, but whatever. There's some good looking cards in here. I'm interested to see. Yeah, I'm interested to see. Yeah, this one looks crazy. This is probably my favorite one. Favorite artwork out of these. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, the collab is crazy. Yeah, so typically it comes like this, but like it comes like this, like because it goes through all these, and then it hits the rare cards in the back. But man, I was hoping this was this was a god pack, so everything in here was gonna be like rare and legendary or whatever, mythic. Yeah, I got some work to do on here. That's okay. Okay, we're gonna open this bad boy. There's a couple packs in here. And you said there's a. What did you say? No devil fruit Don, but you got the law one. Okay, so there's a devil fruit Don. I'm guessing. Okay. Well, let's open this bad boy and see what we get. Oh, there's more tape. That's cool. So it's strange how some of the different like chain companies have different rules for different things. Like Target, they all the same. It's two, max of two, from what I've seen at least. Max of two things for, you know, UPC code or something like that. But I went into Barnes and Noble today expecting it to be similar to the Barnes and Noble that I've been to, and one of them had, so I went into two different Barnes and Nobles today. One of them had a limit of 2. So the Barnes and Noble near my house, there's a limit of 5, and it's 5 per like item, right? So you can have 5 of this OP-13, 5 of OP-12, blah blah blah. But at this one, there was a limit of 2 trading card game items at all. You can only have 2 of them. I was like, what the hell, bro? So that was very weird. So I was able to get one of these. So I got one of these devil fruits. And then I got, I'm going to close it so I can open it. So I can reopen it. Show you what it looks like. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, so they had a limit of 2, just a strict limit of 2 on everything. And then oh, that's cool, it sits up. Yeah, it has like this little flat back to it, so it can sit up. Yeah, that's pretty dope. I don't know if you guys can like really see it, but yeah, this is what it looks like here. Yeah, this is it. It looks pretty dope. This might be something I could see myself, you know, finding a place for. So I like it. It looks pretty good. Looks like a brain. You crack this thing open now. Which it already was open, but you know, I want to see what it looks like. Okay, so what do we have in here? Okay, we got some sleeves. That's pretty cool. Nice, nice. We got the, okay, this is the Dawn that you were talking about. Yeah. Oh, the Devil Fruit Dawn. Let me see. Oh, I see. There's 2 different types. So this is the regular one, and then the one that has the Devil Fruit on it. Okay. I see, I see. Well, this one, I think this one is bent. So that's wonderful. Yeah, this is actually super annoying that this was opened like this. Did you get the same combination? Did you get the law sleeves, and then also and I know you said that you got that Dawn, but did you also get the sleeves in there? Okay. So I wonder if that's how it is. Like you get both of them for, you know, you get both of them to match, right? So if we get the Devil Fruit Dawn, we can get the if we get the Devil Fruit Dawn, we also get the those sleeves. These are pretty dope. Let's put these back in here. Maybe, I don't know. We'll put the toothpaste back in the tube. Yes, we can. Bam. It's never been opened, ladies and gentlemen. They can't prove it. Yeah, these look really good. Actually, what I was thinking is like, even if if I open more than one, yeah, let's show these again. If I open like a couple of these, it would be nice to get like maybe an entire. I guess how many come in here? I'm assuming 10. Yeah, 10. Yeah, so if we can get 50 of these, that'd be pretty dope. Ugh, excuse me. So I can wrap my deck in there. But okay, and then here's what the Don looks like, and I am mad because it's bent. This thing is super bent. Maybe I can flatten it out some kind of way. Maybe I'll set it up under something. I'll set it up under. I'll find something to set it up under. Flatten that out. And then it also has 3 packs of OP-12. I'm trying to think. I'm so paranoid when it comes to how people act, because people be acting wild when it comes to stuff like this. But I'm thinking, did somebody crack that? Because again, it was cracked open when I first got it, just like we saw. I wonder, did somebody crack it open to try and see what Don was in there? Because they were chasing potentially like the other one, right? So I don't know. This is awesome looking. I gotta find some place for this because this thing looks pretty good. Gold Blackbeard. Arg. Yes, we got a couple of these that we will open. This new computer is so nice. It's just so much faster. Okay. I'm looking at this Magic the Gathering right now, and it does look like they are in the pre-order phase. So I'm assuming next week, or they're in the pre-sale phase. So I'm assuming that next week they'll is the actual release date. Holy shit! There is a fucking cold ass card. And I'm gonna bring this up real quick. Let me see what you guys can see. Nothing. Great. I'll have to figure that out. That's fine. We'll figure it out some other time. But this Aang looks absolutely crazy. It's like a gold and black. But sells for like $2,500. But that's nothing. Yeah, look at the Aang Swift Savior borderless. It looks absolutely insane. It looks so good. Yeah, it looks crazy. Okay, let's jump into these packs so we can get into the OP-13s. Are they gonna bless me? Are they gonna bless me? Okay, redback. Nope. Okay, we got a buggy. It's so funny. These cards just feel so old now, but they're not, right? They're just, a couple months old. But something that's absolutely insane. I don't know if this person was just trying to buy my entire collection out. This is very nice. I've been selling a lot of these lately. But again, I was gone for a couple of days, so today I spent all day just kind of like catching up on all the orders that I had over the past couple of days that I obviously wasn't able to put together and mail out. So I did do so I worked all day getting those orders put together, but someone had an order of 903. It's either 903 or 930, but at least 900 cards. They ordered 900 of my cards, and I think I'm only posting like 1,500 or something like that at a time. So It is nice. What sucks about it though is I'm sure it's gonna be a pain to try and mail those cards out, like the package that I'll have to ship it out in. Well, I'll probably have to. I know it's gonna be at least $11, probably more than that. And the person bought all penny cards. Like every single card they bought were penny cards. So I'm only making like $9.30. So it is 9.30. So I'm only making like $9.30 from the sale, and it's gonna cost more to ship it. So whatever, it is what it is. But it is nice because it's gonna eat at a huge chunk of cards, right? I still have a ton of cards, but that's a huge, massive chunk of cards that I'm actually excited about. I haven't put that order together yet. That's the only order that I haven't put together yet, just because it's so massive. It's going to take hours. I wanted to get everything else done, and then I will tomorrow, Sunday. I'll have all day to put that order together. So I'll do it tomorrow. I can package it up. Can't ship it out obviously since I need to like print out a label and do all that stuff. So I'll have to do that on Monday, but I will get the order together tomorrow. But I've been selling a lot of the Brichette blows. Ooh, a both burst. I think I was running low on these. I don't even think I had any to sell. I don't even know if I had any. I don't know if I have a full play set of these. So this might go. This might be for me in my play set. Sakazuki. Okay, that actually wasn't a bad pack, just for what I needed. So okay. So I have it set up where because they won't let you like shift your shipping, like it's kind of preset the way they do it. It's a little weird, but yeah, they have it where, well, I have it on mine. Everyone doesn't do this, but and you don't have to, but so in my little online store, $5 and up you get free shipping, so it wouldn't matter anyways because it was $9. Um, but at the end of the day, like sometimes you have to, you know, and this was actually something that they said because I was kind of researching the shipping and all that stuff on TCG Player, and it was something that they had mentioned where, because I was trying to get it set up where like if somebody buys more than this X number of cards, then the shipping price kind of increases. But I did see on there it said, you know, a lot of businesses on there. Redback, nope. A lot of businesses on there. They a lot of their sales are at like deficits because the bigger ticket items are, you know, once they get their business up and running, they have a good amount of inventory. They start making up for that with the bigger ticket items, right? So yeah, I've been selling, you know, cards for like $60, you know, and that's kind of like on the high end, obviously, but some of the cards from PRBO2 are becoming extremely popular, and I'm selling those, the rares in those, like the Otama, the Zoro. I'm selling those for $10 a pop. So I'm selling, you know, one of the orders that I put together was 3 Otamas, so it's $30, right, for 3 cards. So it kind of balances itself out, but you know, honestly, my big thing is like I like to open the packs. I genuinely like to do that, and it just gets so much bulk. I just get so much bulk, obviously, from doing that. So getting rid of the cards is a benefit, and it's helping offset a tiny bit, right, as far as like cost is concerned. As much money as I put into it, I'm making like a fraction of it back, which is better than zero. So I'm gonna try and I need to talk to somebody like a tax professional, which I keep saying, but my app on my freaking TurboTax on my phone just isn't working for some reason. So every time I try and get on there to like message someone, I can't because the TurboTax app isn't working. So anyways, I need to actually call TurboTax and figure out if because I've been keeping all my receipts. So I need to make sure that, you know, the receipts are going to go towards like maybe potentially offsetting like some taxes owed or something. I don't know. We'll see. Crocus. Kawamatsu, very nice. Zeph. Sinagoku. Oh, this is a sticky one. Ooh, we got a Bonnie. Let's go. Fire. Um, I Oh yeah, I will definitely take that. Absolutely. These Bonnies are selling for like $10 right now, so that's not too bad. And I've mentioned this before, but it's actually so funny because like the first secret rare that I opened in OP-12 was a Bonnie, and then I hit like five. Then I hit five Kumas in a row, which is awesome because I used Kuma um, in my koala deck, and the card is so good. It's so amazing. Like it's extremely popular. I'm pretty sure it's still the number one selling card um, in OP-12, and it's one of the best selling cards out of all of One Piece right now because the card is so good. But anyways, so I just went on a streak of just opening nothing but Kumas, and then after my fifth Kuma, it went back to Bonnie. Like I think the last 3 or 4 secret rares that I've opened have been Bonnies. So yeah, it's funny how that works, but I will absolutely take a secret rare. Yep, I will definitely take it. If it was a Kuma, that would have been better, but secret rare is a secret rare, honestly. All right, just no leader packs, unless it's a red back. God damn it. Well, we know what that means, and this is OP-12, so I'm just gonna go through here real quick. I really wish that they would switch it up where it isn't a leader pack isn't just shit. Like they need to switch it up where leader packs go in there randomly, right? Our leaders go in there randomly. It's not going to be in the two. Like you can still pull a secret rare from leader pack. Like you should be able to do that. I hate how they have it set up where okay, this is a leader pack. Okay, this is a good card. Color of Observation, another good one. Kuzan, fuck you, Shakuyaku, Color of the Supreme King. Okay, so all this stuff sucks. This stuff sucks, but these are all actually really, really good cards as far as like being able to sell them. So I have not had a Shakuyaku to sell for like weeks at this point. Color of the Supreme King, same. Color of Observation Haki, Shimo. These are all really good cards and sell quite a few of these. These not as much, but yeah, these about 4 cards these are all Rayleigh, obviously, and then this is the Green Zoro. But yeah, that's even though it was a Dawn / leader pack, that actually wasn't that bad. Okay, and again, I don't know what my inventory is gonna look like after I pack up all these 900 cards. So maybe I need some of those, right? Maybe I need those. Bonnie. Let's look at Bonnie again. Fire. This card doesn't make sense to me why it's a secret rare, right? Like Kuma, absolutely. On play, heal 1 life. Fantastic. On KO, well, it has to be an opponent's turn and on KO, but on KO, heal 1 life. Like, it's so crazy. Well, you have to trash 1 life, when you play him first, but then he gains 2 cost to help activate the cost for, or to help activate the ability for Koala. So that makes sense as far as like why it's a secret rare. But this one is it's a blocker on play if you have 8 or more rested cards, there's just I don't know. If you have 8 or more rested cards, so you have to play this. So you have to play this one of your last cards because you're gonna have to use a lot of Dawn, right, in order to play that. Draw 2 cards and trash 1 card from your hand, then set up to one of your Dawn cards is active. Like, I don't know. That doesn't seem like secret rare-ish to me. Blocker. That just doesn't seem like it's the stat line of or the ability of a secret rare card. But they all can't be. I'm complaining, and I always say this when I'm watching other streamers, and they are looking at cards and stuff like that, and they bitch and complain about the cards. Like, I think secret rare is a little bit different because like those are meant to be like the most powerful effects in the game, right? Just standalone. But Like every they can't all be hits, right? They can't all be hits. I know I'm not weighing the packs today again. I'm just gonna bust these things open real quick because I need to get some sleep. But everything can't be a absolute banger, right? Like they need common cards that don't do shit. They need vanilla cards that have no effect. They need those cards that make, you know, maybe they're not gonna make the deck. Bam, red back. Maybe it's not gonna make the deck or a particular deck that it's supposed to be played in like extremely great, but it's still, a card for whatever deck that you want to play it in. So I the world's equilibrium cannot be maintained forever. So I mean, I do appreciate all these cards like this Lord of the Coast. Why make this card, right? It has no value, but those cards need to be there, right? Because if everything was a secret rare, if everything had a secret rare effect, then nothing would have a secret rare effect. You know what I'm saying? So, Boa Sandersonia, Terry Giltio, Inazuma. It's a pretty good card. Boa Marigold. Okay, yeah, this is gonna be really good when the new boas come out. I bow down to power. Let's fucking go, bro. Let's fucking go. That is absolutely crazy. You know what the best thing about this is that yeah, absolutely. I'm about to go to sleep right now. I have so this is my third one. This is my third alt for the five elders, and it's a different one. So I have three of the five. So three of my pools, all of them have been different ones. So I'm over half the way there to getting that. I need to get a sleep. I'll be right back. I try not to breathe when I'm sleeving like a really good card. Like I don't want any. Ooh, it looks so good. And I went and grabbed his brothers too. So these are them that I have so far. So I have the War Curry. Is this? Why did I do that? Okay. All right. So the Jupiter is the one that we just pulled, and that thing looks so tight. But then we also have Venus, and then we have War Career. This is actually the order that I opened them in. So that was first. This is second. This one looks so good. Yeah, I like him the best. Not his little monster. His little monster looks like very weird. I mean, all their monsters looks weird, but this Venus, he looks like a one of the horsemen of the apocalypse. So I actually really like the way that one looks. the monster there. But I love how on this one you can see Jupiter like standing there. Like that looks really dope. I actually cannot believe I pulled 3 different ones. I cannot wait. I'm gonna have all 5 of them. I'm gonna have all 5 of them. It would be. It would be. I think it would be very unlikely. I think it's unlikely to think that I'm gonna get all 5 of them without hitting a duplicate first. But I mean, I wouldn't. That wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. A, and then B. I And then B, at least I have. At least I will. Potentially get all 5 of the alts. But that was awesome. That was fantastic. So we got a super rare, or excuse me, a secret rare and a alt 5 elders. So that is actually pretty dope. And that was the first pack that we hit. First pack that we opened. And of course I'm not weighing them because I'm a effing bleep 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 bleep. Ugh. Now I want to weigh the rest of them, but I'm not superstitious, but sometimes you just gotta keep it. You just gotta keep it going. Hey, just exactly what I just did with that last one. I'm doing with this one. I didn't weigh it. Okay, let's see. Whew. I wasn't able to get like a crazy number of packs when I was out of town because I got a few trips to Target, but one of my trips somebody stopped me because I don't judge me or judge me whatever, but this place had a ton of packs, right? Like I mentioned it yesterday, they had hundreds of packs. I would probably say like 400 to 500 packs, probably more than that. But anyways, I typically do like 4 orders. I get 8 packs. I'll do, and you can only do 2 per order, so I just do 4 different transactions. I don't think that's anything too crazy, but I had done 2, and then it's my fault because typically I just like ignore everything around me. I'm just kind of doing my thing, but for whatever reason, I looked up because they have like the cameras that are like, basically they're showing you that they're recording you. You can kind of see behind you. And so I looked up and then looked in the camera or whatever. And this is something I typically don't do because, again, I'm just kind of focused on what I'm doing. And I just so happened to look up, and I think it was between like transactions or whatever. And the person like made eye contact with me through the camera, and then like 10 seconds later they walked over and was like, "No, you can only do 2." I'm like, she was super nice about it. She was very timid, so I wasn't gonna make a scene or whatever. But I was like, okay, that's fine, not a big deal, because it's true. It's their job. I'm not out here to be making nobody's job harder. But I was pissed off. I was like, God damn it. Saint Sharia, let's go. That one's gonna be a pretty easy one to sell. Oh, damn it. Leader pack, Otama, and a VV. Let's see, is this just a searcher? Okay, yeah, this VV is just a searcher. But you can look at 4 cards and either Alabasta or Straw Hat. And it has to have a cost of 2 or more. So it obviously can't find itself. Or another searcher. Potentially any searcher that's, 1 cost or... Okay, so even if we don't pull anything else, like, it's been a successful day. Like, absolutely, it's been a successful day, right? We got a secret rare, and we hit the what was that? Saturn? No, Jupiter. We hit the Jupiter. Alt Jupiter. Now, I wouldn't be mad if we hit a God pack. That'd be pretty dope. No. I don't know. I don't even know what I would do if I, like, got a God pack. I'm not super animated most of the time. Like, I can be, but I feel like I'd be, like, lit. I didn't realize this St. Roswell was just a common. This is a pretty good effect. 3 cost. On play, you may trash 1 card from your hand. 3 cost 0 power. If you have if you only have Celestial Dragons type characters, KO up to 2 of your opponent's characters with a base cost of 3 or less. So this is, I feel like this is a card for like aggro decks. Like if you're playing like a red deck, typically speaking, like they're gonna try and play like a bunch of like these lower cost characters. This would help you clean those up very, very easily. So I like the card. I have them in my deck. Ooh, another Douglas Bullet. This has probably been the #1 selling card for me from what I've seen so far out of OP-13. This card is so good. 3 cost, 4,000 power, 1K counter. If you have 8 or more Dawn cards on your field, this character gains plus 2,000. So basically, it's a 3 cost, 6,000 power character with 1K with a 1K counter. So let's just play this out, right? You're going first. This is going to be played in the Roger Pirates deck, or whatever, or in the Gold Roger deck. So basically, what's going to happen? I'd say you have to go first. You go first. Second turn, you play this guy down. He's only 4,000 power, because whatever. His on play. If your leader's type includes Roger Pirates, add up to 1 Don card from your Don deck and rest it. So obviously this is made specifically for the Gold Roger. You go from 3 to 4. Your next turn, bam, 8. You're at 6 Don that next turn, and so one more turn. So maybe he sits there. Maybe you do add a Don and swing for 5. Probably not. This is probably one that you want to kind of just sit there, let marinate till your next turn. You can swing for 6,000. So I actually really like that card. And again, it's very popular. It's been the #1 selling card. Okay, never existed in the first place. This one is pretty popular too. The overall, I think the cards for the Emu deck have been the #1 selling cards. Just generally speaking, but the one card specifically, if we're just talking about, individual cards, it's definitely been the Douglas Bullet. That card has sold more than any of the other ones. Vista and the law. Okay. He look like a man. Okay. I tell you everything. He look like a man. Okay. Man. All right, come on. Let's get a God pack. Let's hit that God pack. Okay, at least it ain't a Dom pack. And something that they did with this new with OP-13 that I actually really like is they gave the they allowed you to pull a gold Don from this pack. So it isn't just like let me try and adjust this. Hello. Now it's too low. Let's see. This is just right. Okay, this might be just right. Let me know if this is too low. But with OP-13 and potentially onward, I don't know. Just because you get a Don doesn't mean it's a leader pack, because you could get the gold Don, which doesn't mean it's a leader pack. I don't know if there can potentially be a leader in there, but the one that I saw opened did not have a leader card in there. So boop. Okay. Neko Mamushi. Here you go. We'll give him if you're still here, Fiend. We'll give some screen time to the one, the only, the Tony Chopper. Yeah, Kung Fu Chopper. Let's see. This must be, this is from a movie. This is a film one. I don't know what this is from. I haven't seen it before, but let me see. What is he holding on to? Yeah, this is that's your Chopper. All right. On to the next one. we got a new gate. That's not bad. Not bad at all. I need to probably sell some of the new gates. I set it for like 20 bucks just to see what happens, but no one's buying them for 20 bucks now. But I have enough where I can probably sell a couple of them. Have my set. Do. Come on. Let's go. Okay. Like, if we have to get a Dom pack or a leader pack, which, I mean, we do. That's just kind of how these things work. But I just wish they wouldn't be the last ones. Like, that's the thing, right? When they're the last ones, that's just uber frustrating. Brilliant Funko. Blamco. Like, how is this card an uncommon card? I don't get it. I think it's probably because it's a 2K counter. I don't know. I didn't just do that. I did not just freaking talk that into existence. I did not speak a freaking leader pack into existence. At least be something good. Okay, cool. The 5 Elders at your service. Very popular card. Be something else. Buggy. Whatever. That's actually super annoying. I'm not going to end on a leader pack. We can't. That's going to be a rule. I cannot end on a leader pack. So, whoa, where did this come from? I didn't have this sitting over here. Just randomly. Yeah, I didn't plan on opening 10 packs and then got real sleepy. No way. Well, I'm sure I've opened more than 10 packs now. This will be 6. Then we opened 3 of the OP-12, and then we opened the Avatar. So yeah, that's 10 packs right there. So ended up opening 10 packs anyways. I really want to open a Riftbound pack because I was able to buy 3 of them today. I think I will open a Riftbound pack. Okay. All right. Don't be a fucking leader pack. That's all I ask. Just don't be a leader pack. All right. York, Peppermint Patty, Morgans. This card is actually really good. Just for, going on the odd curve. 3 cost, 4K, 1K counter, blocker, on play, draw 2 cards and trash 2 cards from your hand. Not too bad. That can help you cycle through your deck. Another chopper. Fiend, it's your lucky day, man. It is your lucky day. Never existed in the first place. So I'm going to go back to this one real quick because this one is uncommon too. And we were looking at that last one. I think, so typically these 3 numbers equal, like, this one is like 2. Okay, so let me how do I explain this? So what I've seen, and this isn't 100%, but what I typically see is like these 2 typically is like combined is like 2,000 power more than what this 5. So this typically equals 7. So you'll see 7. So I'm thinking potentially this is uncommon because like this added up together is a so like we see the same with the chopper, right? They're both 5 cost, 6,000 power. But this one is a 2K counter because it doesn't have an effect. This one does have an effect. I don't know. It's a 2K counter. That's why, I guess. Zorro and a Gum Gum Dawn Stamp. So that will be the last one of those that we open. But I will open 1 pack of Riftbound because I want to. So give me 1 second and go grab that. Here we go. This is one of the ones that I got from the shop that I went to today. Oof. this was from. So there were two packs left in the box, but they had another box, so they opened up another box for my last one. So 3 cards from 2 different boxes. Wielder of Water. These cards, it's so funny. The cards just feel different. The cards have a different feel to them, like between all of them. So the Magic the Gathering cards felt different. The One Piece cards felt different, and then these Riftbound felt different. The Riftbound feels more similar to the One Piece, but they're like a little bit like slicker, if that makes sense. Cannon Barrage. Ooh. This isn't like a crazy card or anything like that, but I don't have it yet. So I love getting cards that I do not have. Like, I know for a fact I don't have this card yet because I've never seen this before. Some of them I'm like, maybe, maybe not. I can't really remember, but I know that I haven't seen this card. So it's 3 might, 3 cost, 1 power, unit, Gemcraft Seer. Vision. When you play me, look at the top card of your main deck. You may recycle it. Other friendly units have vision. That is dope. That is actually so cool. So you play this, and then anytime you play a character, you get the vision. Okay, I love that. That is actually really good. That is cool. Block. I don't have this one either. I'm 90% sure I don't have this one. Like, I may have this one, but I'm fairly certain. Okay, block. Action. Play this on your turn on showdowns. You can do hidden as well. Give a unit shield 3 and tank this turn. That's actually crazy. This is actually a good. That's actually a good little event. Peak Guardian. Like, this is funny because I don't have. Like, I know these last 3 cards. I do not have any of them at all. Another Mount Targon. Hey, let me get a Taric. I love playing Taric in the game. So, you see Peak Guardian, 6 cost, 5 might, 1 power unit. When you play me, buff me. So that means give him one of those little buffs. So he's 6 power, or he's 6 might. Then if I am at a battlefield, buff all other friendly units there. I wonder. Now I'm trying to think. Do I have this one? I'm certain I don't have this one, but I don't know. Let's see what we got here. Ooh, get an Anivia. This is actually very crazy. I've had like 4 cards in a row that I don't have, and I've opened like probably like the equivalent of 2 boxes at this point. Okay, an Anivia, 7 cost, 8 might, 2 power. When I attack, deal 3 to all enemy units here. That's actually crazy. That's only a rare. Okay. Another card that I don't have. Like, did they have like a different kind of box or something up there, bro? That's crazy. Ava Achiever. So this is a little Yordle. Look like Teemo. When I attack, you may pay 1 power to play a card with hidden from your hand here, ignoring its cost. Oh, that's not bad. Okay. Ooh. Oh, this is the. Oh, wait a minute. This is the. So this is the alt art for this Kaisa. So we do have this. I was gonna say I thought we had this Kaisa already. But we don't. We do not have this showcase version of Kaisa. This is Survivor. I think this is the good one. I think this is the really good one, the one that we want to hit. Let me go look. Let me go look and see real quick. Okay, let me go back to page 1 because I was already on page 2. Kaisa Survivor. Best match. Go to best selling, bro. That's what I want to look at. Ooh. This is the one. This is the good one. Because there's a couple of different Kaisas. This thing's going for... First English one is $72. So that's not bad. Let's go. That's a hit, man. We getting some hits today. We are getting some hits today. Let's go. All right, let me. I wish I had another sleeve handy, but I'll set that one to the side. And then we get a Fury Rune, then some key game terms. This was a hell of a pack. It makes me want to open another one. Do I open another one? Got this Gymcraft Seer. Man. I'm like, shit, I'm tired. I'm tired. Like, I ain't that tired. Hmm. You know what? Let's end it on that. Let's end it on it. That was a high note. We can end it on a high note. I highly doubt there's anything better that we're gonna be able to pull. I feel kind of bad going into a different city and hitting such a good card from a pack that they gave me, but you know, whatever. It'd be like that. Um, yeah. So let's take a look at our hits. Let's take another look at all the hits. I'm going to be very careful with this Kaisa because the Kaisa is the most valuable one that we've probably pulled. And then we got the Jupiter. All right, so that is not a bad haul. That's not a bad haul for opening what 11 packs, I think. Um, yeah, I'm very happy with all these. And then even with the Riftbound packs, um, there was five of these cards, I think five or six of these cards that I'm fairly certain I don't have at all already. So yeah, that's super exciting. Um, yeah, but that is our stream. So we'll be back at it again. I'm obviously back in town. Um, so I have my new laptop. I'm not sure how the actual stream was. I haven't seen anything like mess up or whatever, but I know that again, like when I was looking at these, yeah, it's still saying that it's unstable. It's sending too many, like the bit rate is too high. The keyframes are too high. That's being sent as well too. So I just need to come in here, and I'll change that as soon as I get off of here. So I have it fixed for next time. But anyways, I think this first stream on this new laptop, maybe that's what it was. Maybe it was because of the new laptop. I had good some good vibes going. So um, thank you, Fiend, for sitting and watching. Anyone else who was here and watched, or anybody in the future who potentially watches this, I'm very grateful for you. And I will be seeing you tomorrow. So until then, take it easy. Be good. You hooligans.